Hey lovies, it's Nick. I really am excited to kick off the week with you guys today. I'm not gonna lie, I miss you guys so much. I really love chatting with you guys, doing Facebook Lives, answering your questions, all that good stuff. It's really pretty much what I live for most days. So I just wanted to tell you how much I love you guys before we get started and really just kind of give you a sense of, I know what it's like to be where you may be right now and kind of recap what it was like for me, and then offer you an opportunity to hop on the phone with me, talk about it, see if we can work through any blocks that are in your way. So let me know if you've ever been here. Definitely comment, give me a hell's yeah, say, oh my God, I'm there right now, whatever you're feeling. If you have been busting your ass, like taking tons and tons of time working to get that next client. You may be doing your Facebook Lives, posting on your Facebook page or in your group, sharing with everybody else that you know that you are offering really cool services for your ideal client. You could be posting in other Facebook groups. You could literally be like going to networking events and meeting different people constantly. And you're still sitting there going, okay, where is my next client? Why do I not see them yet? Oh my goodness, how is it already the 10th of the month? All sorts of things may be going through your head. And I just want to let you know that I've so been there. I remember when I got started and I was literally waiting for people to just be like, hey Nikki, let me just swipe my card and work with you because I think you're great. And it wasn't just that I was waiting passively, it was that I was doing all of the things that I had ever heard that made sense. I was offering free content strategy sessions. I was emailing my list. I was growing my list. I was making offers to my list. I was going to networking events. I emailed people I knew. I was working the referral network sort of thing. I was pretty much doing everything I could possibly think of and everything that I had ever read from any of the freebies that I got around how do you get your first client. And what I really realized is that there's only but so much that you can do really to sign your next client. Hey Paula, if you really kind of take a step back and realize that, we're humans and how we sign our next client is really no different than how we make a new friend or how we, tell somebody about a really awesome show they just saw or song they just heard. It's all just conversation and it's all just offering up something to a person that you have been connected with. And so one of the things that really helped me was really just getting crystal clear on what it is that I really wanted. Did I just want a new client for the money, or did I want a new client because I really love coaching other people? Or was it a combination of both? Where was the fight, the urge, oh my God, this must happen, I need this more than anything coming from? And the reason why I found that really important was because when I was focused purely on the money, I was all about getting someone. Okay, anybody just swipe your card. That's really I just need you to swipe your card so I can pay my bills and that would be great. Versus the energy that really comes from yes, the money, need it, awesome, but I know the money's going to come. But I know that I can make money doing anything. I'm particularly doing this because I enjoy it. I freaking love it. I get so much excitement out of talking with folks about their businesses, where they're stuck, where we can switch things up, add value, different things like that. So really get in tune to what it is that you really, really desire, what it is you really want, and why you're even doing this in the first place. That's the first thing I will say. The next thing I will say is, I know we talked about mindset a bit last week. I can't stress the importance of getting in the right frame of mind. And that is a little bit tied to where is your energy coming from? But it's also really just really focusing okay, this is what I want. This is when I'm going to have it happen. This is what I'm really asking of the universe. This is what I'm asking of God, whatever it is that you believe in. This could be you going, okay, why do I want this so badly? So that I can do this. And that's, again, a little bit of what we talked about before, but telling yourself every day the same thing is really where the mindset piece comes in. Really getting yourself pumped and ready to go every single day, saying, all right, this is what I want more than anything. This is what I'm committed to, and this is how I'm going to do it. And start thinking about all the ways that you're going to take action. And sometimes it's not so much the actions that change. It could be the energy behind it. It could be your tone of voice behind it. Think about things like asking a friend for going out to dinner, or asking if a guy asks you out on a date, or if you ask a guy out on a date. If you're just like, hey, so I have nothing else going on and I'm really actually bored, like super, super bored, and it would be kind of great if you just went to the movies with me. How many people would say yes versus, oh my goodness, I love spending time with you. I really think this movie would be an awesome experience for both of us. You mentioned that you really love action flicks and sci-fi. I want to see Guardians of the Galaxy on May 5th, if you're interested. Would you want to see it as well? Oh my goodness, you would? That would be awesome. Let's do it together. I'll pick you up. Like, it just sounds way more compelling if somebody's listening to what it is that, you know, another person really wants, and then frames everything up as an exciting experience for them to get what they want as well. So I say all that because a lot of times what I realized shifted for me was that when I signed my first client, I wasn't actually trying to sign my first client. I was trying to have a conversation with someone about their business. And then all of a sudden I realized, wait, you're my ideal client. I'm your ideal solution. Why don't we do this? Why don't we like work together? And that's happened to me more than once. And so when you're really like focused on, these are the people that I want to service, this is what I want to bring to them, and I just want to connect with these people, whether it's women or men or children, whatever it is that you are providing your service to, if you're like, hey, I want to really work with you because I see that you're dealing with this and I have the solution for that thing that you're currently dealing with, it makes a totally different experience for both parties versus like, hey, I'm just looking for people to talk to. I've got this thing going on. I need to, you know, bring in the bills. And you're literally not saying those things, but the energy behind it, people can really sense it and pick up on it. So I just wanted to, really share that with you guys, because I have so been there when it's like, why am I not bringing in the next clients? This is so freaking frustrating. And then you talk to people and they're like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing this? And you realize that you're doing everything that they're suggesting. And you're just like, it's not working. I quit. Well, a lot of times it's not like the energy. I mean, it's not the thing you're doing. It could be the energy behind it. It could be maybe just tweaking some of the messaging you're using. It could be different things like that. So I really encourage folks to not completely give up or abandon things that they've tried that aren't working right now, because I kid you not, like, I've done pretty much the same thing over and over again to grow my business, and I don't always get the exact same results every time I do it, whether it's I'm doing a challenge or I'm doing a webinar or I'm, you know, emailing my list. My strategies and my tactics and my execution of growing my business doesn't drastically change. It really doesn't. But maybe the message changed a little bit. I constantly am looking to improve and become more and more efficient. And when you're starting a business and you're just like, oh, that didn't work, I'm going to do something else. Oh, that didn't work, going to do something else, over and over again. And you're really just focused on, I want that next client. A lot of times you're not able to go, oh, hey, this is the thing that I'm doing and it's not working. Let me see what's not working about it. And Paula, I totally hear you. You're totally doing everything and you're getting crickets. So then the question would be, all right, what have you been doing? Literally, like, what are the messages that you're using when you're putting things out there? Maybe the messaging isn't resonating exactly with your audience. How do you tweak it? So those are the things where it becomes, all right, so I've posted, I'm going to make, or if you can type in one of the things that you've done, then I can use you as a legit example. But in the meantime, let's say you're posting in Facebook groups and you're not getting any, yep, sneeze is coming. Excuse me. You're not getting results from doing that. What you could say is, okay, I keep posting in these Facebook groups. I'm not getting results, but I know that other people who have similar business to me are posting in these Facebook groups and it's not working. So what is it that I could do to shift what it is I'm posting in these Facebook groups? Now, what I've often found is that when I copy pretty much like word for word, or not word for word, but like tweak somebody else's messaging and I put it out there, it doesn't necessarily work the same. Okay, solid. So I'm gonna come back to you, Paula. So what I found is that you really have to do like what sorry guys, I don't know where the sneezes are coming from, but you really have to do things that feel right for you and that make sense for you. So Paula, you said you're posting in groups daily and that you're engaging. Totally get it. So you get a lot of likes and you get thank yous. Okay, so then maybe another step that you could do is that when people send thank yous or when they like or something like that, you could follow up with them through a direct message and say, thanks, love. If I sneeze again, I'm sure it'll come. I appreciate this for all future bless yous. But one of the things that you could do is you could follow up with the people that are liking and thanking you on this post and just send them a quick direct message and say, hey, thank you so much for commenting on my post. I am actually doing these free 25-minute sessions. I just wanted to offer it to you just because we've been connecting through this group or you've been engaging, and I just wanted to do it as a thank you. If you're interested, cool. If not, no worries. And so you're doing you're taking what you're doing maybe a bit further, because you may find, and it could be different for your industry versus somebody else's or even your particular business, but some people may say, okay, yeah, I'm really interested in having this guide, this person that's really helping me with what I'm going through in my personal life, but I don't necessarily want to talk about it in this group. So their message was super helpful and I'm going to like it and I'm going to say a thank you, but I don't want to comment anything else or really share with the community what I'm going through. I'm making this up a little bit, but these are things that could be very real for your ideal clients. So what I would really recommend is going maybe a step further, sending a couple direct messages to folks and see if they follow up with you or write anything back. You could go, okay, I'm getting likes and comments on here. What is your intention of what you're posting? Are you posting with the intention that people sign up to talk to you for a call? Do you want them to join your Facebook group? What is the ideal call to action that you're asking people to do? You can totally post that in the comments so that I can give you a more specific idea. But everything I do has some sort of intention to it. So if you want people to post and you want them to sign up for something like a webinar, then I would specifically say in your post, hey, I'm doing this webinar. Here's what the webinar is about. Click here to sign up for the webinar, and the post is very intentional. If you're just going in there and your purpose is to hope that, or to answer people's questions and hope that they then suddenly decide to work with you, that may not be the same. Okay, so if you just have the calendar link to book a call, got it. Are you sharing with people in that post specifically what they're going to get out of the call and why it's so important to them? Or said another way, have you done research or maybe a poll in the same groups to say hey, what are you guys specifically dealing with such that you'd want to get on a call with me? I found that most people are willing to invest the time for a free call or something like that when they know that it's okay, this is something that's going to add value to my life. I get completely what I'm going to get out of it, even though you may be a stranger. Or another thing is maybe the call in the post, in other people's Facebook posts, you know what I'm saying, in other people's Facebook groups is too early. And maybe what you need to do is say, hey, who's dealing with this challenge? Comment below if you're dealing with it. And then if all these people are oh my goodness, I'm dealing with it, then you send them a direct message and say, whoa, I've so been where you are. I'm actually, I'd love to do a free call for you. I'm just starting this business, really supporting women that are dealing with these challenges, and I'd love to just offer it up to you complimentary. If you're interested, click the link below. If not, no worries. A lot of times, sometimes if people, I found that when I just do a general, hey, sign up to book a call message, it doesn't necessarily work as well as asking people if they're dealing with a specific challenge or problem, and then once they say yes, then going, wow, I totally get that you're dealing with that specific challenge or problem. I have a solution for you. It's a free call with me. It doesn't cost you anything. It's gonna be X amount of time, and it'll really help you have shifts in this area that you say that you're dealing with and that's important to you. If you'd like to do this free call, sign up, no worries. If not, cool. So I would maybe, it's not that posting in Facebook groups isn't working. Maybe I try a different post. Usually I do the post and then show a difference. Example, mindset or confidence or perspective, etc., and finish saying they would like to chat. Totally get it, but I would keep it, that's how do I put it? How do I put this? It's kind of like what I said before, where maybe what you're doing isn't necessarily not gonna work. It's maybe just changing up the messaging. So instead of doing a longer post that's saying hey, here's a difference that you can have in mindset, or this is a difference you can have in confidence, or this is, those sorts of things. If you'd like to have a call, here's the link. Maybe just do, oh my goodness, who's dealing with this? What are you dealing with? And have people share with you first, and then ask them to get on the phone with you. Because the reality is that in these Facebook groups, unless people have been watching like your Facebook Lives or something like that, or it's the same people, or like they're connecting with you in a smaller community, they may not know who you are. So they may not be going, okay, mindset, that's a big thing. Yes, I know I have a mindset problem, but I don't know why I'd get on the phone with you to do it. Does that kind of make sense? Like, you kind of want to give them like the exact problem that they're dealing with, or ask them like exactly what they're dealing with, and then say something like, I totally get exactly what you're dealing with. I've been here too. Some of the things that I did to combat that were X, Y, and Z. I would love to have a call, like offer you a free call to really dive into that and see if we can come up with like a new mindset practice for you, or something like that. It's completely free. It's something I do to really reach out to new people as I have this new business. So yeah, totally get it. Yeah. So that it's those sorts of things where it's like tweaking it. So I just like, I'm so with you. Hey Megan, I'm totally with you. It's about doing different things where you're like, maybe the exact tactic isn't what you need to give up on. It's like, okay, well, how do I constantly being in like kind of the inquiry or the questioning of, okay, I did this, it's not working, but I know it's working for other people. So what could I do a little bit differently? And just keep trying out different things. Now, if you put out a question and people are saying, yes, I'm dealing with that, and then you direct message them, and let's say you do that to like 10, 15, 20 people, and they're not getting back to you, then it's like, okay, maybe that's not working either. And then you could try something else. Then you could do, all right, what if I do a poll and then I put out, hey guys, I'm making this up honestly as I go along, like things that I've tried before or that like I think may work, is like doing some sort of poll and have people vote on what it is they're dealing with, and then direct message all the people that voted on the poll and say, not to get on the phone with you, but hey, I'm going to do a Facebook Live at this time dealing with that exact thing. Would you like to, if you'd like to join, follow me here, or you could also watch the replay if you follow my page. And then their only call to action is still a little light. It's watch my Facebook Live. But then once they're in the Facebook Live, you're talking about answering their question and then offering up the free call. So it's really just kind of getting a sense of how many degrees of separation between them and the call they need before they're going to actually sign up for the call. So sometimes people are like, I just need to feel like I get to know you a little bit better before I sign up. So if that makes sense, totally let me know. If you have any other questions, Paula or Megan, definitely like post them here. I am totally here for you guys. I totally get it because I've been there. The other thing I will say for folks like you guys watching live if you're coming up with more questions and things that we can, for those of you that watch the replay, is that this week, and I posted it in the group a little bit earlier, this week I'm opening up just a couple of slots for a 45-minute session with me for folks that are like, hey, I'm struggling right now. I'm challenged with signing my next client. I'm challenged with getting people to watch my Facebook Lives. I'm doing all these actions and it's not working, whatever it may be. Similar to like, it'll be very different than what I'm doing with the guys on the Facebook Live, in the sense that this is just kind of speed throwing out ideas. But it would be a 45-minute session where we could literally talk about, hey, this is what you're dealing with, what's working, what's not working, how can we switch things up, and then just talking about it, coming up with a new action plan that you can try out and see if it makes the difference. So I'm going to put the link in this post, but I just wanted to let you know that this week I am offering it up to folks, just in case you are interested. So I'm going to post my calendar specifically for this there now so that you guys can sign up. So let me see. I want to separate Facebook Lives from my personal. I want to separate Facebook Lives from my personal page so that they are only on my business page. Is that okay? Oh yeah. So if you only want to do Facebook Lives on your business page, you can absolutely do that. And you don't have to do Facebook Lives on your personal page at all. You may find, depending on who you're friends with, you may want to do like one Facebook Live on your personal page about your business, just to let anybody who would be interested in your personal life, so that they can follow you on your business page. And you can do something like, hey, I'm going to do a bunch of Facebook Lives on my business page, specifically catered towards, I'm making this up a little bit, but like, yoga studio owners that are really looking to grow their business and take their business to the next level. So I know your business has made some shifts, so I'm just going to go with this guy. So if you are interested in that and you want more of this content like what I'm giving you right now, and you can pick a topic for that Facebook Live, follow my Facebook page. Here's the link to my Facebook page, and then people can sign up there. So that's something I'd recommend. I've changed my business, or actually I haven't changed my business at all, but I've changed my Facebook page because I was never a big poster on Facebook, my personal page. So what I typically do is I do a Facebook Live in this group, and there are special lives that I do in this group that are really only for you guys, like something like this, where it's only in this group. It's really just for us to talk and answer questions and things like that, and for me to share more of like kind of what it was like for me at the beginning and all that jazz. I also then do some Facebook Lives on my business page, and I use something called Lead Leap. Let me see if I can grab the link really quickly so that I can put it here as well for you guys. But what I use and what Live Leap, I think it is. I don't know why I said Lead Leap. I'm like, that's not it. Yeah, it's called Live Leap. So I'll use Live Leap, and what happens there is I will do a Facebook Live on my business page, and then it automatically goes into this group and on my personal page. And that's for other Facebook Lives that are more general and really about like, hey, if you want more of these, come join my group and you can get those. So I do that as well, but it is 100% okay to answer your question to only do Facebook Lives on your business page. What I will say is the beauty of that is you can also, if you want more people in your target audience to see your Facebook Live, you can boost the post. So you can do things that's purely, I only really do boosting when I'm increasing viewership or awareness of something that I've done. I don't typically use it as like a, I'm going to get new leads sort of tactic. Or you can go into Facebook Ads Manager and create an ad using your Facebook Live. There are a couple of different ways to do it. But that's if you want to, I don't know how many people are on your business page, but if you want even more people to see it, you can put like $5-10 or something behind it to get it in front of more people. So yeah, any other questions for you lovely ladies? Cool. I'll let you guys type that up if you have anything else. In the meantime, again, for anybody watching live or watching the replay, if you'd like to this week get on the phone with me and do a free 45-minute coaching call, let me know. Again, it's really for anybody in this group or in community. Even if you've already been on the phone with me, my main intention is really to just support you guys and going, okay, I've been struggling or challenged in doing whatever is important to you for your business. It could be setting your next client. It could be getting feedback from, excuse me, I was about to sneeze again or something. It could be getting feedback or responses from the posts in your Facebook groups or in other Facebook groups that you're doing. It could be, hey, I would like to start growing my list and I have no idea how. We can have a conversation about that. It's really geared to discuss anything that you really desire to talk about that will support you in growing your business. So it could be one topic, it could be two, whatever that may be. Definitely let me know. And if there aren't any more questions right now, I'm gonna bounce and head to my next thing. But if you guys do have questions and you're watching the replay, absolutely post them in the comments below. I will totally answer them either in the comments, or I may do another Facebook Live based on your questions. And as always, if you have just any questions, if you guys are having any challenges in your business, like post them in the group, ask me. I've totally got you. Again, I love you guys so much. So if you are like having any questions, feel free to just post them in the group. Like, do not hesitate. So I love you guys lots, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, lovies.